are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
McCaffrey on the carry.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man is Anderson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st and 10.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rhule, when they were together in Temple.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Chargers' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Wentz again. Flush to his right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. They took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen. He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Herbert. Herbert has him knocked free. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Another day, another takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
17-0 our score after one.
With the score, Panthers 17, Chargers nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Panthers 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to look deep for more. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Sets up.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And it'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
43-yard line.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And caught by Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Hunter Henry entered the league. People are really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
The first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Michael Badgley for the Charger field goal. A 42.
Badgley's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back?
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Gary Jennings, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Panthers 24. Chargers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the...
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Intercepted.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Gain of 9. Brings up
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, Herbert. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 2nd and 16. Wentz. He's going to look. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, the Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wentz. And Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Casey Hayward. So this will be accepted as he moves the offense backwards. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Chargers.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their
complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Chargers.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Herbert on first down now. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
2nd down.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. On fourth down, Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They snap it to Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
At the 20-yard line.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The Chargers' 8-yard line.
2nd and 8. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
For the Panther field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
The tackle
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Open man is Samuel, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
6-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Panthers 27.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking deep for Jenny. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
Brian Burns.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A big spot for the rookie Herbert. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Completes it to Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert and caught by Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
6-yard line.
Back to throw. Open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Herbert now to throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
They'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
6 yards left on second down. He'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there. First down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Down at the 8-yard
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Herbert. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wentz. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Chris Harris on the covering.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
Score.
So we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters, You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.